Welcome everyone to this new YouTube video after a long time, and I have something special for you all. It's the GRUUL list, and yeah, it's post-bound, so there's no fires and no ancient anymore. And you will see a lot of Timurek, you will see a lot of Jund, you see a lot of Bant, and some mono red. And I think this deck has actually a shot against them. I went 16-6, and with the 2 wins I have in this video, it should be 18-6 now. And yeah, I'm just shortly gonna explain why I have every card in this deck, and yeah, let's start. So first of all, there's this package with Pel Collector, Serpent, Robber, Bone Crusher, and Spellbreaker. They all have the same tool to pump the Pel Collector, which is our first 1-drop here. Since whenever a creature with a higher power comes into the game, this gets +1/+1. So and also dies. So let's say we play this turn 1. Turn 2 we play a 2/2 creature. This becomes a 2/2. And we have multiple ways to get this to the 2/2 really fast. Another creature that we can already play turn 1, but sometimes we don't, is a Stonecold Serpent. Great card right now, has protections from multicolor, so it works well against the Mayhem Devil, it works against the Fairy, and it works against Uro. Yeah, you can pay X, and it comes with X +1/+1 counters on the battlefield. It also has Trample, which is really good right now with the Cat decks, and Reach, so it also works against Dream Trawler. As I said, you can play Pel Collector turn 1 followed by Serpent, which gives the Pel Collector the 2/2 already in turn 2. And the other 2-drop we have, or another potential 2-drop, is the Rob of the Rich. I think this is an amazing good card on the play against control decks. It's a 2-mana 2/2. Whenever it attacks, you exile the top cards from opponent's deck as long as you have less cards on your hand than your opponent. And as long as a rogue attacks, you can play this card. It's really good against control, as I said, because they tend to have more cards in the hand as a creature-heavy deck. And yeah, it has haste. Haste creatures also really good in this meta, I think. The reach, it has reach. Many people forget it has reach, but that's not what it needs. But still, it's nice to have. Then we have the one-off Domri's Ambush. There could be more, but I went with the one-off. You can just give a creature +1/+1. It does damage to a creature or planeswalker, which is really neat. So yeah, it's basically a removal spell. We have the 4 Bone Crusher Giants. Amazing card and flexible. It is a removal for 2. 2 damage. And also 3 mana for 3 is pretty good. And whenever it gets the target of a spell, it does 2 damage to that player. This is for you and your opponent. But yeah, 3 mana for 3. Also really good for our Pel Collector to make it a 3/3 on turn 3. And the other turn 3 creature is our GRUUL Spellbreaker here. It has Trample, Riot, and it has Hexproof in your turn. It's also a haste creature, since Riot can give haste, and that's also what we want here. An additional haste creature to deal with certain planeswalker to do damage after board wipe. Yeah, it's just a really good card overall. 3 mana can be a 4/4 as well. Then here, the one of Clothis in the main deck. Huge fan of Clothis right now, works well against the Uro decks. Works amazingly good against the sacrifice decks. It's good against the cycling decks. 3 mana. Yeah, it's really good. It can remove a card from a graveyard. If it's a non-land, it does 2 damage and you get 2 life. If it's a land, you get either a green or red source. So yeah, it's really good. If you get 7 devotion, it becomes a 4/5 indestructible creature. If you really want to play 2 Clothis, you could also remove the robbers and play the goblins. That gives 2 devotion, would be even faster for this. But we do not play it mainly for the devotion, we just play it for the effect. But with cards like Vivian and all the double colors, it's definitely easy to get to the 7. Let's go to the 4 mana slots. Here we have Gemracer, an amazing card right now. As I said, there's Reclamation, there's Bant and Jund. And just naming some targets. Wilderness Reclamation, Oven, Trails of Proms, Bola Citadel, Food Technical. Then you even have Annex in Mono Red. Then you have ECD, certain Omens. There's just so many cards you can hit with Gemracer right now. Amazing card. Yeah, it's a 4 mana. And when you mutate, you can destroy an artifact or enchantment for free. And yeah, it's the new mutate mechanic. And even for 4 mana, for 4 reach, Trample's amazing. Goes really well with our 1-drops or the coil. Because the tokens still are there. So if this is a 3/3 and you use Gemrace on the Serpent, it becomes a 7/7, really good. As long as you put it over, of course. Then Questing Beast, 4 mana, 4/4 with a book as a text. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And yeah, it's just really strong. The damage that it does to the player goes to Planeswalker, really good against the Fairy, Narset. Hard to block for the Jund player because of their low cost cards like Cat. Just an amazing card overall. 4th here works also amazingly well with the Embercleave. Yeah, Embercleave also here in the deck. Questing Beasts, Death Touch, and Embercleave's Trample First Strike is just amazing. So let's say there's a 10-10, they have a 1-1, they have a 5-5, they block. First damage kills it, 9 damage goes through. It's just really strong. Other card, Vivian, Outboard Ranger. If there's more creature heavy decks, I could see 2 off here. I went for the 1 off now. It's a 4 mana, 4 loyalty, Planeswalker, you can plus it. Distribute 2+1/+1 counters. Yeah, they gain Trample. Trample, as I said, really good right now. And -3, creature we control does damage to a creature or Planeswalker. Amazingly strong. Also, they don't fight, which is what you want. Good for Death Touch here as well. -5, you can choose a creature from outside of the game, but I mean, this is something you usually do not do. Then I have 2 Vivian here, Monsters Advocate, also an ikoria card. I had Luca first here, but Vivian somehow went really good for me. It's a card that basically is a creature frenzy. It makes token each turns, and when you -2, you can play a creature with low mana cost and a creature played. Mostly use the +1, and you want it for the passive, which says you may look at the top card of your library. Anytime you may cast a creature spell from the top of your library. So it's like a creature, Bola Citadel, let's say it like this, or Frenzy. I like it, it's really good. And as I mentioned before, the Embercleave just amazingly strong with all those creatures. GRUUL and Embercleave, they just go along really well. Mana base is just basic. Then we go to the sideboard. We want at least 4 extra removal spells for creature heavy decks. The Vivian also comes in for the creature heavy decks. Then we want, and also 2 flame sweeps if there are many Cavalcade mono red decks or Rakdos Sack, Lurus, even like Mardu Knights, for example. Flame sweep comes in. We want the extra Cloffice for the cat decks as well, and it's also good on the draw against certain control decks. Cindervines mainly against Reclamation, Shifting Ceratops, Reclamation, Blue-White Control. Yeah, so it's a really basic sideboard, but it works really well. And I enjoy the deck. I hope you're gonna enjoy it as well. And I try to upload more and more videos again. And yeah, if you enjoy this and you enjoy the games, feel free to subscribe to this channel and check out my Twitch content. And yeah, see you another time. Kind of slow, especially on the draw. But at least we have a turn 2 and then we have something. But okay, it's Cat Oven, where the beast is pretty good, but robbers are really weak. We're gonna attack here. Mainly because he can force to get first strike here, so we have no block. This is a bit tricky, since the priest could technically block the beast. Here we do not block. We want to try to block the priest. But yeah, they have everything. Looks pretty good for them. I guess we're gonna lose this one. Our hand was definitely not good enough. Turn 1, 2, 3 into action is really good. While we are turn 2 into land. Yeah, I think we can go next game here. I was really fast. Okay, we want the flame sweeps, we want Dragonfires, the coils, and the Cloth is really good. Gonna remove the Vivians here. Gonna remove robbers. We can still keep though. They are not the best though, but you can keep them on the play. I mean, there's always the argument of flame sweep and robbers, which is a bit tricky. I mean, this is a good one as well. I like the serpent way more here. I think I'm just gonna remove the calls here. We still are GRUUL, and we wanna on the play at least wanna play our own game. Where I think we should do it like this. We're gonna keep one flame sweep. The biggest problem is usually priest plus claim. So there's definitely a reason to remove all the low cost creatures, but on the play, I just want to go in. It's again, I mean, Cloth is pretty good, but it's definitely something you can mulligan. It's too slow now. Turn 2 and we don't have a turn 3 creature. It's kind of awkward. Okay, Gem Race is decent. I mean, Cloth is definitely really nice. And this matchup and the Beast as well. Okay, so Cloth is... If they remove the Fable Passage and there's nothing else in the graveyard, we can get a land here and play Pel Collector plus Beast next turn. Sounds good to me, especially if we have a Pel Collector, the Gem Race on Pel Collector can deal with the Oven. That's pretty good, it's pretty good. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video, I'm glad to be back here. And yeah, focusing on Twitch a lot. Ghost Rider, okay. Sure. Getting out that Pel Collector. Going with I could also just... There's actually a reason to Gem Race on the Pel Collector. But we can still Gem Race on the Beast, but Gem Race on the Pel Collector makes Pel Collector not getting claimed, so maybe this would have been the correct choice. But even if they have Pel Collector, it's like, it's not... even if they have claim here, it's not like World's End, I guess. Nothing in graveyard for our Clothis, so they have it. So Gem Race seems to be the smarter play there. I'm going to block the Ghost Rider here. They could have Mayhem Devil, obviously, but this seems like a smart block here. Especially since I can remove it with Clothis. Okay. If my Questing Beast survives, you'll be super surprised. Okay, yeah. That was a mistake, huh? Well, sir. Now we go removal heavily, though. That was kind of funny. So we don't have many 2 toughness creature now. So the Flame Sweep are looking way better now. Also I brought in a second Vivian. So our big creature can fight the Mayhem Devil away. And we keep the Coil, the Stone Coil obviously. It's a really good card. Vivian is kind of awkward here, but with the removal spells we maybe can get a good trade off. Clothis is decent, yeah. Bone Crusher, sure. Bone Crusher is good as long as they don't have Oven. Like here, Bone Crusher is pretty good. They don't have a pump or anything, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep my Lava Coil a bit longer. It's always nice to establish an early Clothis. Shock. Woe Strider. Yeah, as long as there's a Woe Strider, I think I'll let this... I could let this go through. Okay, so I have to do it now, obviously, right? But I can get a low through and play a Flame Sweep. But yeah, there's a lot of damage I can prevent, and I think I should go for it. Since I have still Flame Sweep, I'm gonna do it like this. I will not play the Bone Crusher Giant, mainly because the Bone Crusher Giant gets hit by the Claim, and 7 damage is a lot. Bone Crusher Giant is nice for Gem Racer though, but it's fine. Taking 3 damage here is no biggie because we heal for 2 here again. Here we have our Lava Coil. We're taking damage though from the Lava Coil for sure. I mean, they will sacrifice it. I just don't know if they're gonna sacrifice two creatures like a goat, for example. Yeah. Makes sense. Bottom, that's good. So we get another card in the graveyard, which is really nice. I think we can play... The thing is here, I want to play a Pellet Collector. If they claim the Pellet Collector, it doesn't matter too much. And it gives us the option to have a Gem Racer if they drop an Oven. I mean, sure we have Flame Sweep, but with Gem Racer we can get Pellet Collector out of range. It's pretty good. But it's interesting that they let Mayhem Devil go out, so Clovis has no target, but we can still remove our own Lava Coil here. It's interesting. Interesting. Another Mayhem Devil. It's not so fun. I'm confused, so I think they have Oven, right? Otherwise, it's they lose their cat. But what do they want to sacrifice if they have Omen here? That's actually really confusing. -1 cat. Okay. Now we need to think, is this a claim or not? He didn't play claim on my Pellet Collector, but it's not needed since you have Mayhem Devil. Playing this brings this out of claim. Sure, we don't have anything against an Oven right now, but that's still fine. I'd rather play this and be protected of claim and have a 4/4 on the field. It seems way better. I mean, Vivian also works really well with the Gem Racer here. So we can deal with the Mayhem Devil. Obviously they can kill our Vivian after we do that, but I think getting rid of a Mayhem Devil is always really good. Flame Sweep is also still an option. It doesn't hit the Mayhem Devil though. So I think having Gem Racer here makes more sense. And with Vivian back up. Okay, opponent, your turn. Your turn. Your go. Chandra, that's a good one. That's a heavy one. I cannot block here. That's 3 damage. Oh well, that if it's like this, I have to block. Because that's 2 sacrifice anyways, right? 1 more sacrifice, and then they could sacrifice the Mayhem Devil, but they could just... that's a really strange situation here. I will 100% block here. Worst case scenario, I use Flame Sweep in their turn. I mean, they need to sacrifice everything here to make my Gem Racer go, which I think was a mistake. Okay, opponent realized 2 damage here makes more sense. Sure. Should have attacked though. We're definitely gonna play the Bone Crush Giant though. I mean, this is no fun. Clovis is just really strong. Yeah. I mean, they need to top deck a claim or something. But they topped it, right? And it would be so... They really topped a claim? That's a nice from me. They really did top a claim there, which is so unlikely in my opinion. So they anticipated me playing the Giant. That's a wow for me. That's a big wow. I never expected this. I mean, they topped twice. I could have played nothing, just kept Flamesweep open. That's funny though. Actually funny. Yeah, the Chandra is annoying. I mean, we still have Clovis that keeps us alive here, but probably need to Flamesweep open now. Especially since I don't have a creature. And I need to make sure that the Ghost Rider stops scrying here. Okay. And there are not enough creatures in the graveyard to bring a Bats, and Clovis did a good job. Right now it's just us dropping Vivian since we have nothing else to do. And Vivian without the creature is not that good. Vivian is nice with Clovis though, because it gets like 3 devotions to it. And with Embercleave on board, we technically have a Clovis, which is actually funny. We could flash in Embercleave if we have a 6th land. Oh, that's dangerous. And we just top decked something really nice. Yeah, we have to deal with this one. And go next time. Our Clovis keeps us alive here. They do 2 damage, we get 2 life. Another priest, oh my god. And we top decked again. We don't have lethal though. And I think it's important to do this. They don't have claim here, so they cannot get claim back with the Chandra, and even if they top that claim, they will die. Because the Bone Crusher does 2 damage. So we won. Clovis basically soloed this game here. It's a funny game, Jund with Chandra though. Interesting. So yeah, the Jund matchup I think I like. Let's go for another one. Aniol Alcaraz. Okay. Heard Lurus. Postban Lurus. Okay. That's a keep. Since they have Allures, I think I will not put the 1/1 out here. That could be Knights. Still think this is Knights. Being on the play here with a robber is really good. With the land, it looks like Mardu Knights. Could also be Mardu Sack though. Could also be Mardu Sacrifice right now. We still have a Bone Crusher for the priest if it's Sacrifice. It's important. Questing Beast is really good here. Corpse Knight, okay. I think we just get rid of the Corpse Knight here. Keep attacking. With another land away. Sure. Next turn we try to go for the Questing Beast. Okay, sure. We're gonna attack here. If they wanna block, they can block. We have 2 lands away and they stuck on 2 lands. It's pretty nice. And now they kind of want to block here because they think I can play this, but I don't know I have a second robber, which is really nice. So end. They're missing the lands. The robber did a huge job here. I definitely got better with robber. It's kind of funny. Okay, so what do we get? Sure. Sure. That's fine. Wow, we got 2 champions. That's pretty good. I mean, you have to block the questing beast here, though. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna deploy them. It's always nice to have 3 cards, right? One is still on the 2 land here. It's definitely not easy. Worthy Knight. Okay. Yeah, for now the same. We're just gonna attack with everything. Try to get the proc with robber. Got something again. Gonna play it again. Now we wanna play the Serpent though. To have a Trampler, in case they will go white here. Gem Racer and call. I think this is game. It's really hard to get out of this. Yeah. So game 1, okay, interesting. Modern Knights, we had a good read with the lures there. Now we are on the draw. This is Flame Sweep, Dragonfire, Lava Curl, an additional Vivian. Clovis is okay. It's okay. We do not want this one. It's better in control matchups. Robert now is really weak, especially on the draw, since they deploy cheap creatures where you cannot play with him. I still like the Pellet Collector for a decent block, can go big. Gem Racer is also more on the weaker side in this matchup, so we go minus on the Gem Racer here. I think we do it like this, and we say go. We don't have the perfect sideboard for Knights, but we have to treat Knights as like a mono reddish kind of deck. So bring in the removals, bring in the 2 flame sweeps. Yeah, just try to be more reactive here than proactive on the draw. 2 mana. 2 removals. I think we can try this. Especially on the draw. Okay. Another removal, but we have to go away. We need the lands here. If we had here, like, instead of Embercleave, a land, it would be pretty sweet. Plays nothing here. We're just gonna play the Pellet Collector. Maybe we get a removal out. They could also be the Flash Knights, but yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna block that one. It's a trade we would always do. Now we can clearly not do it, so we take it. Okay, so the thing is, we maybe could force a bad block, but for now, I think we're just gonna play a Spellbreaker, have our block on 2/2 here, keeping our removal ready here. So if they attack with the Blacklands Paragon, which is gonna block with the Pellet Collector, and having Creature House makes our Vivian way better now. So if we get a land here, a green source, we can play Vivian, start fighting. Okay, sure. If they attack, we'll block 100%. Playing Cascade makes the Gem Racer better again. We're blocking here, because we just deal with this, and 2 damage is fine. We have to do it now because they play the 1 mana spell that protects the cards. Champion, okay. That's fine. Probably goes for lures here, I guess. Drill bit, wow. What do you remove? You have an amazing hand. Thinking of questing beasts because it's good with Embercleave and Ranger maybe. but letting us still have a lot of things. So that's not easy. We go for the knight here because they can buff the knight out of the range. That attack is a Rimrock Knight. The only reason why the attack is Rimrock Knight here. Oh, really good bluff. Corpse Knight, interesting. There's a world where we can try go in. How much damage is 3? With the Rimrock Knight, it's 5. Plus 1 here. So if this is a Rimrock Knight, we still survive. So what we're gonna do here is we attack with Embercleave. Maybe they don't have a Rimrock Knight, but we're still playing around it. This is 10 damage. So it's not easy for them to just attack now. Oh, they maybe have a Blacklands Paragon instead of the Rimrock Knight. That would also be a possibility with their attack on the champion there. That would give them... Well, it's still 7 damage though. Still 7 damage. Yeah. So they need to top deck something here. And they don't get the lifelink now. So do they top deck or not, right? Because they cannot just cast Lurus and get another creature. Eight damage, yeah, because of the Corp Knights. We got the lethal on board. They could have a removal though. I have to go in. Oh, they didn't. Okay. We got it. Yeah. We didn't even use our Flame Sweep, which is really good in this matchup. But yeah, so this is GRUUL. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I really enjoyed playing this game for YouTube again, and yeah, just check me out on Twitch. I focused a lot on Twitch recently, got kind of big there, and it's super fun. The community is amazing, so I really hope all of you come there, join our community, check our Discord, everything, Twitter, you know, the entire deal. So yeah, wish you all a good day and see you.